Assalamualaikum and greeting to Madam Syuhada. My name is Wan Muhammad Ishraf bin Wan Anwar. I'm from MBA 1114D. Today, I will presenting on rail transportation in Malaysia with a detailed discussion on its components, infrastructure, stakeholder, challenges and impact. I will also focus on the MRT Kajang line as a case study to better understand how rail system operate in Malaysia. First, we go to introduction. Rail transportation is the one of the most important modes of transport in Malaysia. It plays a role in supporting economic growth, urban development, and daily mobility for millions of people. In 2024, rail transportation in Malaysia carried approximately 305.19 million passengers. This shows that rail services are widely used, especially in urban areas such as the Klang Valley. However, the rail transport still contributes only a small percentage to intercity passenger travel and freight transport. Even, rail transport remains essential because it helps reduce traffic congestion, improve travel efficiency, and support environmental sustainability. Major rail projects such as ADTP Gemas to Johor Bahru and the East Coast Rail Link (ECRL) demonstrate the government's commitment to improving rail connectivity across the country. These projects are aligned with the National Transport Policy, which target 40 to 50% public transport modal share by 2030. Next, we go to characteristics of rail transportation. Rail transportation operates on fixed railway tracks, which means trains can only travel along predetermined routes. This system provides stability and safety, but limits flexibility compared to road transport. Rail transportation is especially suitable for long-distance travel because it is stable, reliable, and comfortable for passengers. It also ideal for transporting heavy and bulk goods over long distance. One key advantage of rail transportation is energy efficiency. Steel wheels running on steel rails create low friction, allowing trains to consume less energy compared to vehicles on road. However, rail transportation requires high capital investment. The construction of track, tunnels, station, and signaling system is very costly and require continuous maintenance. Next, we go to advantage of rail transportation. Rail transportation offers many advantages to both passenger and the economy. Firstly, it is cost efficient for long distance travel and bulk freight transport. It can move large number of passengers at one time and reducing the cost per trip. Secondly, rail transport is environmentally friendly. It produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions and help improve air quality in urban areas. Thirdly, rail systems have a high level of safety due to advanced signaling system and strict operational regulation. Rail transportation also plays an important role in reducing road congestion, especially during peak hours. This leads to shorter travel time and improved quality of life commuters. Overall, rail transport supports national economic development by improving accessibility and connectivity between regions. Next, disadvantages of rail transportation. Despite its many advantages, rail transportation also faces several limitations. One major disadvantage is the high cost of construction and maintenance. Large-scale rail projects require significant financial investment from the government. Another limitation is limited network coverage, particularly in rural areas and East Malaysia. This reduces accessibility for some communities. Rail transport also operates on fixed route and schedule, which may not be convenient for all passengers. Many passengers rely on buses or other transport modes to reach rail station. Additionally, freight trains may operate at slower speed compared to road transport for short distance deliveries. Next, we go to infrastructure and network in Malaysia. Malaysia currently has approximately 1,655 kilometers of railway tracks. Different rail systems use different rate gauges. For example, KTM use 1000 mm gauge for track, while MRT and LRT use standard gauge track of 1435 mm. The West Coast Line connects Padang Besar, Kuala Lumpur and Johor Bahru and serve as the main rail corridor in peninsular Malaysia. The East Coast Line, which runs from Gemas to Tumpat, is not fully electrified and has limited service. Urban rail system include LRT Kelana Jaya Line, MRT Kajang Line and MRT Putrajaya Line, which serve high-density urban areas. The East Coast Rail Link ECRL project is still under construction and aims to connect the East Coast to Port Klang, improving the freight and passenger movement. Now, we talk about policy. Rail transportation involves multiple stakeholders, each playing a critical role. The Ministry of Transport (MOT) is responsible for approving rail projects, setting national policy, and ensuring safety standards are followed. The Railway Asset Corporation (RAC) owns and manages railway assets such as land, track, and station and leases them to operation. The Land Public Transport Agency (APAD) regulates land public transport, approves roads, set fares, and issue operating license. Rail operators such as KTMB and Prasana Malaysia Berhad manage daily trains operation and ensure service reliability. Contractors and engineers are responsible for the construction of rail infrastructure. Passenger and local communities are both user and affected parties, providing valuable feedback for service improvement. Environmental group also monitor compliance and environmental impact assessment requirements. Next, issue and challenge in Malaysia. One of the main issues in rail transportation is capacity limitation, especially during peak hours. Overcrowding causes discomfort and raises safety concerns for passengers. Another challenge is poor integration with other transport modes, such as buses and road transport. This reduces the efficiency of the overall transport system. Rail projects also face high capital and operating costs, which slow down expansion and upgrades. Limited coverage in rural areas reduce national connectivity and transport equity. Additionally, reliability issues caused by technical problems, maintenance delay, and weather conditions such as floods can affect passenger confidence. Next, role of government agency. Government agency play a central role in ensuring effective rail transportation. The Ministry of Transport develops transport policies and coordinates different transport modes. The Railway Asset Corporation ensures infrastructure assets are properly maintained or upgraded. The Land Public Transport Agency. The Land Public Transport Agency regulates rail service, approves new projects, and ensures compliance with National Transport Plan. Together, this agency help ensure that rail transportation is safe, efficient, and sustainable. Next, we go to role of transportation. Firstly, role of transport operator. Role of transport operator responsible for operating rail service. They manage daily train movement. Then, they ensure smooth and reliable public transport operation. Second, Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad (KTMB). KTMB is the main rail operator in Peninsular Malaysia. They provide passenger and freight service. And lastly, they operate KTMB commuter, ETS, and cargo trains. Third, Prasana Malaysia Berhad. They manage urban public transport system. Prasana Malaysia Berhad operates LRT, monorail, and Rapid KL bus service. MRT train operation handled by Rapid KL Prasana subsidiary. Lastly, MRT Corporation, MRT Corp. MRT Corp responsible for MRT infrastructure development. They plan and manage MRT station, track, and system. They ensure MRT facilities are well maintained. And lastly, they does not operate train directly. Next, we move to case study MRT Kajang Line. Rail transportation in Malaysia includes systems such as KTM, LRT, MRT, and monorail. Among these, the MRT Kajang Line is the one of the most important urban rail system in the Klang Valley. The purpose of this case study is to analyze the interaction between system components and stakeholders. It also aims to examine how this interaction affect the efficiency and effectiveness of the rail network. First, we go to background of the MRT Kajang Line. The MRT Kajang Line was previously known as the Sungai Buloh to Kajang Line. It is one of the largest rail infrastructure projects in Malaysia and cover both urban and suburban areas. The line serves thousands of commuters daily and plays a key role in reducing traffic congestion in Kuala Lumpur. It also supports long-term urban and economic development by improving accessibility and connectivity. Next, we go to component and stakeholder of MRT Kajang Line. The MRT Kajang Line consists of several key infrastructure components, including track, tunnel, station, and platform. The Ministry of Transport approved roads and engine safety regulations are followed. The automatic train control system, which improves safety and punctuality. It is operated by Prasana Malaysia Berhad. The rolling stock include electric MRT trains set with the high passenger capacity. MRT Corporation is responsible for planning, construction, asset delivery, and infrastructure maintenance, but it does not operate the train directly. We go to issue and challenge of MRT Kajang Line. One major issue is land acquisition, which involve acquiring private properties. This often leads to delays, dispute, and increased project costs. Environmental concerns include tree felling and land clearing, which may affect local ecosystem. Therefore, the project must comply with environmental impact assessment requirement and monitored by the Department of Environment. Construction activity also cause road closure and traffic diversions, leading to congestion and inconvenience for road users. Operational challenges include technical issues, service disruptions, and high maintenance costs due to advanced signaling and automation system. Interaction between components and stakeholders. The success of the MRT Kajang Line depends on effective interaction between stakeholders. The Ministry of Transport ensures policy compliance and provide funding. MRT Corporation oversees construction, monitor timelines, and ensure technical standards are met. Prasana Malaysia Berhad integrates rolling stock, signaling, and power system to ensure smooth and reliable daily operation. Good coordination between the stakeholders improve efficiency, service reliability, and passenger satisfaction. Impact on efficiency and effectiveness. The MRT Kajang Line has significantly reduced travel time, especially during peak hours. It provides high passenger capacity, allowing thousands of commuters to travel efficiently. Automated signaling system improve punctuality and safety. This system also help reduce traffic congestion on major roads such as Jalan Ceras and the Sungai Buloh to Kajang corridor. In addition, the MRT contributes to environmental benefits by reducing private vehicle usage and carbon emissions. In conclusion, the rail transportation is a crucial part of Malaysian transport system. The MRT Kajang Line demonstrates how modern rail system can improve urban mobility and reduce congestion. However, challenges such as high cost, land acquisition, and environmental impacts must be managed carefully. Strong coordination between stakeholders is essential for the success of rail project. Recommendation. Firstly, strengthen coordination and communication between government agencies, operator, and contractor. Secondly, strictly enforce environmental impact assessment requirement and adopt sustainable construction practices. Thirdly, improve service quality by enhancing punctuality, reliability, and passenger comfort. Finally, expand rail network coverage to underserved areas to improve national connectivity and reduce dependence of road transport. That's bring me to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your time and attention.